Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Again, same night, I got final reveal number 2 for you this evening. This time, this is for the Hasagawa 1/72nd scale Mitisobishi G3M Nell bomber in the livery of early orange, I guess. Okay, this thing here was very pleasant to put together. It's a very nice kit. I enjoy the build. It makes a very beautiful collection for folks out there who enjoy building and collecting Japanese aircraft. Now, right now, the Nell bomber makes about the sixth Japanese airplane I have in my collection, and I'll have another one with the final reveal coming up after this one, which will be the Zero. That'll be my sixth. Okay, an overview of the kit. No finishes at all. I mean, it goes together very well. I mean, uh, no filler was needed. No putty, none at all. Just had to just sand a little bit of the seams a little bit with a good sanding stick. And prescribe your panel lines across the fuselage, which were destroyed by your sanding. And I gave it a coat of aluminum primer first before I painted the orange color on it. Okay, these things are mostly were used in China during World War II. The Nell bomber was more or less phasing out of the war, probably in the middle of the war. They didn't use these anymore because they had better stuff coming out, just like the stuff that we had. And the Nell bomber derived from a civilian version of the transport. It was a transport version, and they could carry up to 15 people. And that's why everyone wondered why it didn't have a bomb bay, an interior bomb bay. And so everything's exterior, just like that on the Bristol Blenheim bomber. No bomb bay at all. It's just exterior bomb racks. This thing carried a crew of 7 people, and they had a good long range to them. They were very slow bombers, and that's why the Japanese Navy liked to use them as torpedo bombers. And also the Japanese Navy used them as high level bombers as well, with the use of external bomb racks. You look at the Nell very carefully, it looks like about 3 or 4 different kind of airplanes. It looks like a measurement 110. Then again, it looks like a Stuka. Then it looks like a B-25. And it looks like a lot of stuff. So that shows you there was a lot of designs during the war. That's what the Japanese were good for. Looking for aircraft that had a very good design to it, and they could use that in their designs. They get a design to get from us, from England, or from Germany, or somewhere else, and they put it all together in one big mixing bowl. It comes out the Nell. Okay, enough chatter, enough talk. Let's take a look at the walk. Here she is in her splendid color. She's all done. This is my Nell bomber. I'll turn off this light right here. You'll be able to see a lot more better. I got my racks, on the wing racks underneath there with my 2 bombs. Where the 2,000-pound bombs are at underneath there, 765-kilogram bombs. That's where the torpedo would fit. I'll tell you one thing, this is a pretty looking bomber. I really like this now. I remember watching John Wayne, the Flying Tigers had a bunch of these over China. They're shooting down right and left. Yeah, this is a Hasegawa kit. I imagine this kit probably came out back in the 1980s. Because they had their kits, I can tell the precision how they were back in the 80s. even back in the 70s, compared now. This airplane is fairly sizable for 1/72nd scale. It's probably got a wingspan probably about 100 feet almost. A little bigger than a B-25, I would say. Took a long time to mask those windows down, I'll tell you that. It took days to do all that. Such small masking to get those frames done in this thing. A novice should have no problem about building this thing. Sure, he builds it into an outstanding model. It really does. I mean, the paneling in this thing is superb all the way without shadow of doubt. Washers go on there like, here I am, boys, just light me up. I know those little meatballs on his wings. These are used throughout the war by the Japanese Navy. Land-based and land-based only. The sure shoot didn't launch it from a carrier. Now look at this pose right here. It looks like a B-25, don't it, fellas? It looks like a B-25. You look at it this way. Look at the wings. It looks like a Messerschmitt 110. Or it could be that's a Stuka right there with those ailerons right there, how they hang down like that. Wow. This is a very beautiful airplane, guys. Anybody got one of these in the stash? Build it. It's very pleasing build. Really, it's not really that difficult to build. And paint as well. It makes a very wonderful collection to your collection when you got Japanese and American aircraft alike. Let's set it over there. Okay, that about does it. I got one more video coming after this. That would be my paper model I did in the scale of 133 of the Zero A6M2. This came from Mally Modelers. It's a Polish card model company out of Poland. And those Polish kits are beautiful kits. All card models are very good. You just got to learn how to, oh, excuse me, it's a little tired, guys. Just got to learn how to do the method of construction to build them. Man, I tell you, my balls are itching tonight. Yep. Okay, that's about it for tonight, fellas. That's the final conclusion. That's probably what, video 3 or 4. Let me see, fellas. Let me take a look-see. Let me take a look-see. Let me take a look-see. That would be video 2. It's video 2. So that's the final reveal with the Hasagawa 1/72nd scale G3M Nell bomber. It's the end of the. So I got one more coming up right now. That'll be it. So I'll probably get started on something else I'm going to finish up. I got a lot of stuff going. Before I call it quits here, I got time. Lots of time. I've got my Hawker Sidney MR1 Nimrod. I've got that, and I'm working on another flying boat. A Japanese aircraft. I'm working on an assembly flying boat. Right now, I got to mask down the cockpit like I did on the Nell bomber. The rest of them, put it in place. And the others, they go on last. I'm going to go ahead and shoot some gray primer on it and fill in the perfection. I'm doing a lot of sanding here. It comes up pretty good. This is a nice flying boat. This is about the second one I built by Hasegawa. I bought 2 of them. At the same time, when I bought the the Boeing Hasagawa 1/32 scale Boeing F4B, which should be final reveal. That be probably in this week sometime. So look forward for that too coming up your way. Anyway, I bought this kit. This cost me $8. Now Hasegawa made another one of these. It's a whole new tooling. I bought one of those too. I think I paid over $100 for it. This here I paid $8 for. I know, but this thing has operating features on it opposed to the new release they got, because it's got a lot more interior parts, a lot more attention to detail of this. But this thing went together very well, and the fit of parts, and it wasn't that much sanding. Had to use a little bit of sprue glue over in here, this part here, and that sprue glue stays like putty. No problem, no muss. Look at this size flying boat. It's a little bigger than the, I don't know, about the same size as short Sun ones, I guess. They're in the water, they're pretty much the same size. I compared it to my Martin Mars above me. This thing's a Piper Cub compared to that Martin Mars. I like about it. Flaps come out. They're functional. Slide that back in. I remember that the features worked on the other one I had before. Comes with beaching gear too. I'm liking that. So right over here, you're probably wondering, what the hell's that sticking out, Mike? This here's a maintenance step. This maintenance is part of the airfoil of the wing here. PBY Catalina, the PB2Y Coronado flying boat, the Albatross, and a lot of these old flying boats had a method of servicing at sea. Supposedly this thing was flying at sea. Something happened. They had some problem with the engine. I don't think they could be able to go inside the wing roots. This thing is too small. I mean, they probably could. I don't know. But all I know is that this is a service steps right here, platform. It folds into part of the airfoil of the wing. So I'm going to open up part of the cowling, which it has these engines on, which it has the Mitisobishi engines on there. I'm going to go ahead and have a guy stand. It comes with 6 crew members too, which is good. And I have a fellow there working on the engine while it's on the ground. And I got to glue the rest of this on here. I painted inside this thing Mitisobishi blue, interior blue. This is a nice flying boat. I really enjoy this thing. I always loved the Emily. Your model says that he was thinking about sending another wave of Emily flying boats all the way from Japan to Pearl Harbor to finish up the stuff they got to get. But it never came to that because we're out looking for them. And they wanted to stay away from as much as they could until they regroup and figure out some kind of a tactic. Damage was done. So in a sense, sending these things, that's what he assumes. Well, damage is done. We already woken the sleeping giant, so we know he's going to fill us nothing but resolve. So I got my Albatross over here. I got to get that thing sanded down. The F4B will start getting panned this evening. Get that going. Okay, this is the conclusion of video number 2 of the final reveal for the Hasagawa 1/72 scale G3M Nell bomber. And I'd like to thank everybody out there for your wonderful views, wonderful comments on this video, and for the past videos I've made, and your wonderful candor and your comments are most welcome to my heart and in my soul. And I'm very honored each one of you and very happy. And Frankie Day started getting my life together again. Yesterday was Sunday. When I was working yesterday a job, I don't follow times that much, guys. I work so much and working on these models and working all the time. I don't pay attention to what day is what. Although I know it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But when it comes to the date and the events, I'm not leery of it because I just don't pay attention to it. Well, I got woke up yesterday. And I went to work. And there's a big old box of donuts right there. Big old colossal box. Big, huge box. That box was a lot bigger than my hand spread on your video. So I think you guys get the picture. Full of good donuts, man. I love donuts. I got me a big old cup of Joe. Got me a donut. And read the scripture says, Happy Valentine's Day. That hit me just like a virus would. I sat there and I had to get out of the restaurant. I went outside. I cried a little bit. It was my anniversary yesterday to my wife. And it hit me really bad. Everybody up there was like, what's wrong, Frankie? What's wrong? I told them. And they kind of weep with me a little bit. There's no shame to cry, fellas. I'm a grown man. There ain't no shame. When you love somebody and you lose somebody, I mean, that's a form of grieving. But I got to keep strong, which I'm doing. I'm doing very well. As soon as winter breaks, gets over with, Frankie Day's going to be out looking for a home. I got a couple of places I'm looking at right now. I know they're available. So it won't take me long to get out of this trailer here. You know, I could be out here in about a matter of hours. Probably take me a couple of days to empty out my storage and take it home to move the house, but that's coming up next. I'll give you something more to do. And, so I got that coming this way. So I gotta have space. I got big stuff I like to work on too. I got some big brake control boats I want to work on and things. I can't do it in here. And I was very amazed at myself that what I've got in here right now is amazing in a trailer. But it's all within this area right here. There's nowhere else but there. And I'm running out of space. So I gotta get a bunch of stuff, take these models back to storage a little bit. I got some nice boxes out there. I'll put them in the boxes, take it back out there until I get moved and build some more. Okay, that's the conclusion of video 3 of the Hasagawa 1/7 scale nail bomber. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for your wonderful comments and your views on it. And again, make mama happy, take care of the little ones. Be aware of your surroundings, stay focused when you drive, spend wisely, buy yourself a kit. And please be careful, wear a mask when you're out in public. And beware of your surroundings, always. Always be aware of your surroundings. And just buy yourself a model and build, because they got a lot of snow coming this way. Right now it's snowing like crazy out there. It's probably about, I got about 9 inches of snow before. It's probably about 7 or 8. It's probably about 9 or 10 inches by now. And we're supposed to get about a foot of snow out here. So Martin Lamott, who lives up there in New Hampshire, the big snow belt out there, he's buried with snow. I bet he's got tons of snow out there. I mean, it's like somebody had a big old huge bag and just dropped out of his house. I've never seen so much snow in my life. It's like a winter wonderland, you know. Okay, that's been it for me. It for the nail. I gotta get the nail hung up. I already hung up my Samaritan. Looks pretty nice right in front of the Bay Bomber. So I don't think the Bay Bomber's too interested in shooting down an airplane with no guns. Okay, so stay focused for the last video for the evening will be in my Jap Zero. So you guys stay focused for that. I'll have it come for you in a couple minutes. This is Frankie Day signing off from Frankie Day Models. God bless you guys. Love you fellas very much. You guys take care of yourselves. Bye, boys.